Welcome to News Beacon, your trusted source for breaking headlines, global insights, and sharp analysis from around the world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Imagine waking up one morning to find your smartphone unresponsive, your car refusing to start, and the city around you plunged into darkness as the power grid fails. It sounds like the plot of a science fiction movie, but this scenario could become reality if a handful of obscure materials suddenly disappeared from our world. Our modern lives are built on the foundation of 17 rare earth minerals, elements with names like neodymium, dysprosium, and yttrium. Most people have never heard of them, yet they are quietly powering the devices and technologies we rely on every day. These elements aren't called rare because they're scarce in the Earth's crust. In fact, they're more common than gold. But they're rarely found in concentrations that make them easy to mine, and separating them from the surrounding rock is a painstaking process. Extracting rare earths is not only expensive and technically challenging, but it also comes with a heavy environmental cost. Mining and processing can generate toxic waste and pollute water sources, making the quest for these minerals a double-edged sword. Despite these challenges, the unique properties of rare earths make them absolutely essential. They're the secret behind the power and efficiency of smartphones, the silent force in electric cars, the precision in fighter jets, and the clean energy from wind turbines. Without a steady supply of these minerals, entire industries would grind to a halt. Factories would stand idle, innovation would stall, and the pace of technological progress would slow dramatically. Neodymium is the powerhouse behind the tiny but mighty magnets in your phone and headphones, while europium is what gives your TV those brilliant, vivid reds. Each rare earth element has a unique role, often irreplaceable, in modern electronics. Think of these minerals as the vitamins of industry, used in tiny amounts, but absolutely vital for the health and function of our technological world. Without them, the devices and systems we take for granted would simply not exist. This deep dependency has triggered a global race for control. Nations are scrambling to secure supplies, knowing that whoever dominates the rare earth market holds a powerful advantage. As the world shifts toward green energy, electric vehicles, and artificial intelligence, the demand for rare earths is skyrocketing. The countries that control these resources will shape the future of technology and innovation. This isn't just a matter of economics or trade. It's a high-stakes contest for national security and global influence, with rare earths at the very heart of the struggle. For decades, China has dominated the rare earth market, controlling 70% of mining and 90% of processing. Even US-mined rare earths often end up in Chinese refineries. This gives Beijing enormous leverage. It can threaten to cut off the world's tech supply at any moment. China has already restricted exports during disputes, sending shockwaves through global markets. The US now sees this as a direct threat to its economic and military security. Australia, with its vast reserves and stable government, has become America's key partner in breaking this dependency. Together, they aim to build a secure, independent supply chain. This alliance is the West's best hope to counter China's dominance. In late 2025, the US and Australia announced a landmark pact that would send shockwaves through the global economy and reshape the future of critical minerals. Their mission? To break China's rare earth monopoly, a dominance that has long given Beijing leverage over the world's most advanced technologies, from smartphones to fighter jets. The deal isn't just about $800 billion in future projects, it's a bold blueprint for a new, secure supply chain, one that will stretch from the mines of Australia to the factories of the West, ensuring a steady flow of these vital resources. Billions will be invested in opening new mines, expanding exploration, and tapping into Australia's vast mineral reserves, resources that have been underutilized for decades. And crucially, the pact will fund state-of-the-art processing plants on Australian soil, so the raw materials can be refined and upgraded locally, not shipped overseas. The US Export-Import Bank has pledged over $2.2 billion to jumpstart key Australian companies, providing the capital needed to scale up quickly and compete globally. A minimum price floor will protect Western producers from China's market manipulation, ensuring that prices can't be artificially driven down to bankrupt new entrants. This gives investors the confidence to back new projects, knowing their investments are shielded from sudden price wars and political interference. The agreement also streamlines permits, cutting red tape and accelerating the timeline from discovery to production. It blocks hostile takeovers of critical assets, ensuring that strategic resources remain in trusted hands and out of reach of foreign adversaries. It's a comprehensive strategy, from the earliest stages of geological discovery and mapping to the final assembly of high-tech products, all within a secure, transparent, and reliable network. The goal: to build a resilient ecosystem that can withstand China's pressure, ensuring the West's technological independence for decades to come. For the first time, the West is fighting back with a plan as ambitious, coordinated, and far-reaching as China's own industrial strategy, marking a new era in the global race for critical minerals. China responded immediately, tightening export controls on key minerals like gallium and germanium, vital for semiconductors and military tech. This move disrupted global manufacturers and drove up prices, reminding the world of China's power. Beijing also accelerated deals in Africa and South America, securing new sources and boxing out Western rivals. State-backed firms moved fast, expanding China's reach before the US-Australia alliance could catch up. The message was clear: China still rules the rare earth world. And it won't give up control easily. Export restrictions were just the opening shot. China's long-term strategy is to keep its grip on the entire supply chain. The rare earth battle had entered a new, more confrontational phase. The US-Australia alliance brings trust, stability, and world-class technology to the table. Their democratic systems and deep military ties make them reliable partners for long-term investment. The US offers financial muscle and tech innovation. Australia brings mining expertise and vast reserves. Together, they have the ingredients to build a new supply chain. But China's advantage is massive decades of investment, skilled engineers, and a state-directed system that can move instantly. China can absorb losses, subsidize its industry, and coordinate policy with unmatched speed. Its infrastructure and market control keep costs low and competitors at bay. The West must persuade private companies. China simply commands its state-owned giants. The rare earth chessboard is tilted. China plays the long game, and it's still ahead. The US-Australia alliance is powerful, but the challenge is enormous. Despite new investments, China's grip on rare earths remains ironclad. Building a full mine-to-magnet industry in the West will take years, if not decades. Processing, not mining, is the real bottleneck, and China dominates this stage. Most Western projects are still in early development, while China refines, innovates, and controls downstream manufacturing. Even if Australia produces refined minerals, many end users are still in China. China can crash prices to undercut new competitors, scaring off investors. Government support and price floors are essential, but the West is playing catch-up. For now, the world still relies on China for these critical materials. Untangling this web is far harder than just opening new mines. The Pentagon feels the urgency most. US military tech, from radar to missiles, depends on rare earths, and China's control is a glaring vulnerability. In response, the Defense Department is directly funding new refining capacity overseas, like a gallium refinery in Western Australia. This is a strategic move after China blocked gallium exports, threatening US defense systems. The Pentagon is now acting as a venture capitalist, jump-starting industries the private sector won't touch. It's a global scramble. The US is also seeking minerals in Ukraine, Greenland, and Africa. But these are patchwork solutions to a systemic problem. China's dominance covers dozens of minerals and technologies. The Pentagon's investments are emergency measures, crucial, but not a long-term fix. The West is racing to rebuild in years what took China decades. This mineral tug-of-war affects your daily life. If rare earth supplies are disrupted, prices for phones, cars, and electronics will soar. The push to build new supply chains is about jobs, security, and economic independence. Success could mean thousands of new jobs, and a revived industrial base in the West. The green energy transition also hangs in the balance. Electric cars and wind turbines need rare earths. If supply becomes a political weapon, climate goals could stall. The core question, sir, I deskinsnan na. Why does will one country control the building blocks of our future, or will they be shared among allies? The outcome will shape the world your children inherit. We're witnessing a new kind of global conflict, fought with minerals, not missiles. The world's most advanced technologies, from smartphones to electric vehicles to cutting-edge military hardware, all depend on a handful of rare earth elements. These minerals, hidden deep within the earth, have become the new currency of power, quietly shaping the balance of global influence. The US-Australia Pact is the West's boldest move yet to end its dangerous dependency on China. For decades, China has dominated the rare earth supply chain, leaving other nations vulnerable to supply shocks and political pressure. Now, Washington and Canberra are forging a new alliance, determined to secure access to these critical resources and build a more resilient future. Economic and national security are now inseparable. The ability to manufacture advanced weapons, power clean energy, and drive innovation all hinge on who controls these minerals. Governments are treating rare earths as strategic assets, guarding them as closely as any military secret. China's head start is huge, but the West is finally fighting back. Decades of investment have given Beijing a commanding lead, but new policies and partnerships are aiming to close the gap. The stakes are nothing less than technological independence and economic security. This is a marathon, not a sprint, and will require massive investment and political will. Building new mines, refineries, and supply chains takes years, not months. It demands cooperation between governments, industry, and communities, as well as a willingness to make tough choices for the greater good. The AUKUS Pact and Minerals deal show how seriously Washington and Canberra take this fight. These agreements are about more than just trade. They're about securing the foundations of national defense and technological leadership for generations to come. Rare earths are as vital to defense as submarines or fighter jets. Without them, advanced radar, precision-guided missiles, and stealth technology would be impossible. The future of warfare and the security of nations depends on these invisible building blocks. The outcome is about more than minerals. It's a contest of systems and ideas. It's a struggle between open societies and authoritarian models, between transparency and control, and between competing visions for the world's future. Can open, alliance-driven democracies compete with China's state-directed model? The answer will shape not just economies, but the very nature of global power and influence in the decades ahead. Whoever controls these elements will shape the rules of the 21st century economy. From energy to electronics, from defense to daily life, rare earths are the keys to progress and to power. The future is being forged from rare earths, and control means power. In this battle for the future itself, the outcome will determine not just who leads, but how the world is led.